More than half of all Americans will suffer from some form of mental illness at some point in their lives. A woman from New York City named Rachel Griffin is among them. She's actually written a musical to inspire others to turn their pain into power. Marlie Hall has her story.
Rachel Griffin can turn just about any emotion into a song.
I lost Barbara and the children. God, I miss them and who I used to be.
That's really sad.
I know, isn't it sad?
The New York City music teacher suffers from anxiety and depression. Now it's her mission to fight the stigma of mental illness.
It's okay to not be okay. Inside.
She was diagnosed 10 years ago after she flunked out of school.
I felt like I was defective. I felt like there was normal and then there was me.
One of the most common
Psychologist Joseph Salona says mental illness is often viewed as a character flaw instead of an imbalance of chemicals in the brain.
Stereotypes have persisted and really seem to be pervasive in our society despite the scientific knowledge that we now have.
That's why Griffin poured her shame and frustration into writing and producing a musical with scenes inspired by her own life.
Welcome to your new life. Welcome to the psych ward.
We Have Apples is a comedy set in a psychiatric ward. The lead character, Jane, is a young writer who checks herself in, and in an unsupporting role, a character called Depression. Along with the musical, Griffin started a social media movement. Hashtag I'm Not Ashamed has been shared nearly 100,000 times and inspired others to shed their shame.
Not being ashamed is one thing, but writing about your life and putting it on a stage, that's a whole different level. Why do that?
I'm willing to be vulnerable if I can help that one person who's in pain thinking this is never going to get better.
For Rachel Griffin, it got a lot better. She's newly married, recently earned a master's degree, and her musical debuts in New York City this September.
If you had told me when I was really struggling that my life would look like it does today, I would not have believed it.
So, we're here to say Happy Admission Day.
Marlie Hall, CBS News, New York.